live. And we are live. And thank you for everybody that's going to be joining us today. I am so excited to be shining the light on the human that we have today. But first, let me tell you who I am. My name's Bev G Star. I'm a creative director for That Thingy What's It. I am the creator of Humans of Weston, and I'm currently running a project called Creating Connections, where we shine light on humans behind the organisations in our town of Weston-super-Mare. And today we are joined by the beautiful, creative Laura.
Hello.
Before I get talking to Laura today and I start picking her creative brains, I'm just going to remind everybody, funding for this project has been provided by the Department of Digital Culture, Media and Sport in partnership with the National Lottery Community Fund. So without further ado, we are so excited to have you here today, Laura. So thanks for joining us. Could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yes, hi Bev. Hi, I'm Laura, and I work as the manager of the community scrap store in North Somerset.
Super.
Sorry. Yeah, and the community scrap store is a place where we source and provide creative clay resources for all kinds of creative clay, and it's all items that are prevented going from landfill, basically, from local businesses.
Sounds beautiful, mate. Now, I know the North Somerset Community Scrap Store in Weston as the most creative treasure trove there can be found. When I first walked in there, my heart just lit up with happiness. Can you tell us how you functioned before the COVID pandemic hit? If you can remember.
Certainly. Yes, it seems a long time ago now, doesn't it? But basically, we're a membership organisation, so we join up members, and then once you're a member of the scrap store, you can come in and you can select as many or as few resources as you like, as much of one thing as you want for whatever project it is you've got going on, and it just offers it at a really low cost.
That's cool. So when the COVID pandemic struck and you had to shut the scrap store, how did that affect you guys? Just tell us a little bit.
Hugely. I mean, it's been really frustrating because obviously being stuck at home, it's almost the ideal time to do creative activities, and they've never been more needed, I think, when you're stuck indoors. But getting the resources out to people is tricky, especially with with the government restrictions.
And that's what you did, wasn't it? There was a project that you run, or definitely someone run, where they used the materials from the scrap store. Can you tell us a little bit how you got resources to people in the community?
So we've linked with a couple of the local organisations, a couple of our group members. There's different types of membership. You have an individual membership for a certain for £50 a year. A group costs £30 a year, or a whole school £50 a year. So what we've done is some of the groups have contacted us, and because they've already got the ability to get these resources out to their participants, we've then supplied the groups with the resources for them to distribute them safely. So a lot of them, for example, Swan has distributed in amongst their food parcels that they were giving out once a month, or once every couple of weeks, and it's just been a way of accessing, getting the resources to people in a safe way.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I did see the internet lit up with people that were receiving kind of those essential, we'll call it for the moment, with the Swan packages. So well done for that, and well done for organising that. Which brings me to ask you, what partners have you previously or are looking to work with? So I know Swan, which is I can't remember what it stands for.
Yeah, I mean, Swan is the South Western Activities Network. It's our closest group for where we're based on Winterstoke Road. We've always worked closely with them because we are based in the South Ward to provide for that area. So it makes sense, and I've got local connections there, so it really works well. But also we're currently linking up with Western Art Space in the Western Town Centre, and we're rolling out right now another project, and it's going to be going on for the whole of the year, and it's all about providing creative packs to encourage more creativity.
Mate, I'm all about that. We're preaching that. Look at us. We're over here saying more creativity for Western, and you are really leading the way, Laura. Let me take a second to read a few of the comments that we have coming in. So the beautiful Aid Bowen. Hi, Aid. It's really wonderful to have you watch it. He said it's an Aladdin's cave of ideas.
Yeah, Aid's great, and he's full of ideas. I mean, the place wouldn't be anything, would it, without the members coming in and giving the ideas for the scrap, and that's what really makes this place great. That's the one thing that has been missed during the lockdown, that it's the getting together and sharing those ideas that is the key that brings this place to life.
It really is. It really is. And again, it's wonderful when I pop in, I see you there and I see your inspiration for things and you're just leading the way. It's beautiful. And Jan, and everybody else that's behind the scenes, you guys are really just wonderful. And what would be a community, and what community projects would we have if we didn't have the heart of all creativity, which is the North Somerset Scrapstore in Weston. So thank you so much for that, Laura, and all your hard work. Stephen Waters says, hi, Bev and Laura. Lovely to see you both. Now, we're big fans of Stephen. He runs the he's the director of that creative thing you watch.
Yep.
Yeah. See the creativity link. Callie goes on to say is that she absolutely loves Laura Jones. Laura is a super makes some really beautiful pieces. The community scrap store is an amazing cave of wonders. You never know what you're going to find. I could spend hours in there searching through everything. The community scrap store has been amazing. Let's just move the comment. Amazing through the pandemic, supplying art and craft packs for Southwestern Activity Network. Keep doing what you're doing, Laura. And Bev, you're also doing all right. So that is wonderful because Callie is obviously.
Callie, that's lovely.
It really is. And that's why I'm shining light on you, Laura, because you are the face that everybody sees. And Jan, you know what I mean? We come in there for our weekly addiction to creativity, and you're there just kind of, and I've got this, and I've got this, so which leads me to my next thing. So the scrap store. Scrap materials. Can you tell us how you receive donations for those, or kind of what materials you're looking for?
Well, it's basically all of our donations come from local businesses, because often a manufacturing process or a production process will provide either an offcut or leftovers. And basically it's about reusing anything that can be, and sometimes offering something that you cannot buy in shops. Rather than it going to landfill, a lot, or even rather than it going to recycling, because even when it goes to recycling, that's more energy that's put into recycling it into becoming something else. Whereas if it's got a value with its reuse, then obviously that's better for the environment. And you would not believe the quantity of items that is left over from business. I mean, just looking around me now in the scrap store, there's so much, and that has continued. That's the one thing that during this lockdown, businesses obviously have still carried on producing, and so there has continued to be donations coming in, and we've stayed open for those. And yes, there's even more ready for everybody when they come back.
Good, and we're excited. I can't
wait to show you.
Stephen just goes on to say, puff our dragon came from the scrap store, much loved by everybody. So for those of you that don't know, Stephen's got a little horse box he's done up that he's going to be taking around to on Brigade to show people all the creativities.
And that's a good point, actually, because that came from the art shop, which we hadn't had for a while, but we have just bought more stock now. So we have got an art shop within the scrap store that offers priced items at very low cost. And all those profits then go back into the scrap store. So we're hoping that we'll finally be able to launch that as well when we can reopen. But we've been ready and sat on that since Christmas. So it's quite a long time.
Yeah. It's felt like a long time for us all not seeing you. So you guys just sat on it waiting. Go on.
No, sorry, I was just going to say that includes, our art shop is going to include the very basics to help create with the scrap. So it's sellotape, paint, glue, scissors, and hopefully, having it all under one roof will mean more people can see possibilities with the scrap, because sometimes for some people who aren't quite so creative, it can be a bit confusing what you're supposed to do with some of this stuff. But if you're, pointing towards the glue or the sellotape or something, they might, be given a bit more of an idea.
That's perfect, mate. What a great way to help the community out, to provide that inspiration and all the materials that you need to be creative, Aid goes on to say that we're so right about how unfortunate it is that you could not open during this time. You would have been so useful for keeping children creative and off devices. Now, we agree with that totally. It's Aid's leading the way. He knows children. He's a children's entertainer, so
I mean, we've been very lucky that we have been able to access a good few hundred people, but of course there's so many more that could have benefited from it. And if we had had a way of being able to get out individual packs safely, then we would have done. But I think the way we went with doing it through groups was probably the safest way we could do.
Yeah, I think you're right. And spot on and well thought. It's easy to say that we want to do it all, but it's been a tough year.
And of course we want to do more, but we are a very small team as well, so.
Of course, I know. Becky, the beautiful Becky, says here, so many brilliant events have been made possible by the fabulous creative ideas and material that come from the Scrapstore. I totally agree.
Absolutely, and I'm incredibly proud of that over the last, and very much that's why the Scrapstore started in the very first place here in Weston, and why I got involved with it, because I was after, at the time it's with Callie as well, and it was many years ago now, but part of, we wanted resources for an activity that we wanted to run on the South Ward, and we were told there was no budget for it. And so at the time, we were visiting Bristol Scrapstore and we were seeing what was available there. And it just made perfect sense that there was the same kind of situation that was needed within Weston and within North Somerset. And we have manufacturers and, and otherwise those items were then being used in different areas. So it made sense for us to use up what was available in our area. And so that's very much why Scrapstore started, to be able to provide for local groups. And I'm incredibly proud that still goes on.
And you should. And that's exactly why I'm here shining light on you, because I don't think you guys have enough light. I mean, you do lots, and all these people that are comment know how wonderful, but there are people in the community, in and around our community of Weston, that really could benefit from knowing this information about you. James Clayton, Labour councillor, wonderful. He says, Laura has always been an active member of the community for years. The work you do, especially with the Scrapstore and our youth, is exceptional. You are a star of the community. Goosebumps, because that is totally true. Do you know what I mean? You're leading, mate. And like I said earlier, there's nothing more beautiful than walking into that Scrapstore, seeing all your lovely faces and asking you, what we can make with certain bits for you to give us inspiration. So thank you so much, Laura. Aid wants to know is how people can volunteer.
Yes, certainly. So, I mean, at the moment, if they want to email us their details, we can, or even message us through our Facebook page, and we can certainly send you out some volunteer sign-up details. And we've just actually, we've just introduced 5 new volunteers to do this new project with Western Art Space in Weston, but we'll definitely for more volunteers for the store and for all sorts of different uses within the Scrapstore for the coming months. So yes, please do send us your details and we'll get back out.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. I think that's great.
Can I actually give my email address?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you want to do that now?
So it's info@csns.org.uk.
Perfect, mate. Thank you so much. That question, because especially going forward, I think as we're coming out of lockdown, creating connections within our organizations is so important, and it's really going to be the time where we all kind of come together and kind of lift and, like I said, put Weston on the map and show us who we are, all the colors. So Barbara has written here something beautiful. Laura has the wonderful talent of being able to think outside the box. She can look at something immediately and think of a creative way to use it. I'm in awe of her creativity.
It's my inner 5-year-old. It just does it.
There's nothing wrong with that inner 5-year-old. Play. So tell us. So do you have any projects going on at the minute? Are you working with any? Oh no, it's the art space.
It is, yes, and we're part of so that's the North Somerset Council and the NHS Mental Health team that have funded that project, and we're calling ours the Creative Packs, and then it's along with the Warehouse for Wellbeing Western Art Space. Yeah. But that's been lovely. That's North Somerset Council has brought us all together to meet each other, which is quite funny because we know them all and they're all members, so that's great. That shows us that we're working well within the community.
Yeah, and you're keeping up those connections, those organisations. I like it.
Yeah, and hopefully we can help provide lots of the resources that will support the other groups and their activities as well.
Yeah, many of my events, I've turned up to the craft store, the scrap store, to get my materials to run my little gigs at festivals. So do thank you for that, Laura. So going forward, how can people engage now? Because this is the part where I just want to stress, you don't have to be an organisation or a community interest company or a charity to be a member of the scrap store. That is correct, isn't it?
No. Yes, that is correct. Anybody can be a member of the scrap store now. So individuals can join, and it's just £50 for a whole year. And then basically we charge for resources based on the quantity take. So if it's it's about £8 a large wheelie basket of scrap resources. And yeah, it was just a donation.
Great. We love that's nice and easy.
Yeah, and obviously we're not able to open at the moment, but the plan is to reopen on the 12th of April. Fingers crossed that will happen.
Yeah, we'll say fingers crossed for that one, because there's nothing's quite set in stone, and we don't want lines and lines of people outside the scrap store on the 12th waiting for you to open. So disclaimer, please, and this is part disclaimer, don't all rush down to the scrap store straight away. Please read any information that they'll be giving out on their websites or their social media. Now, this is your time,
yeah,
Laura.
Definitely
Facebook.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I think Facebook is definitely the where we keep our members updated on the new stock and also our opening times as they.
And that Facebook page is North Somerset Scrap Store?
Yep, Community Scrap Store North Somerset.
That's the one. I knew it was something like that. And the other one is you just had a new logo made.
We have. Well, we haven't had chance to show everybody. Well, I'm sure you can see it if you can. But yes, we've just had a new logo made at Christmas or before Christmas. And yes, hopefully we'll get a chance to put that out on publicity and things soon. But obviously, a little bit restricted in that.
I understand. I just got excited when I saw some sort of like a new colour. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Let me get on that.
It's a more professionally designed one rather than my hand-drawn one that we've had for a while. So yeah.
Well, I liked the hand-drawn one. I like the professional one. So do whatever you please in it. Whatever you feel like you need to make an impact and a change. Change is good, isn't it? So, Laura, as we wind down our wonderful discussion today, I just want to say thank you for being such a prominent member of our community. Thank you for really leading in the way and just bringing all the colours and the creative materials that we need behind it. I'm just going to finish with what Stephen's saying. So North Somerset Council has funded lots of local positive stories like Laura's and indeed our own work at that creative thingy what's it to support and improve mental health in our community. Thank you. Well done, Helen and the team at North Somerset Council. So we're just giving those guys a shout out because they have, again, funded lots for us and are really collaborating everything. So, Laura, as we wind down, is there any last words of wisdoms or, words that you just like to share going forward?
I mean, I just want to say I know from my personally that creativity has really helped during lockdown, and I've loved sharing it online with people. And if people want to carry on sending us pictures or videos or any information about what they've been up to creatively while on lockdown, we'd love to see them.
Great. Cool. So get your creativity into the Scrapstore and show them what you've been making with their materials, and maybe they'll get a share also. So thank you. Oh, one last question. Are you a dementia friend yet?
I am.
You are?
I did that last year. Yes, I did that last year.
Because as you know, that I'm a director of that creative thingy what's it, and Stephen Waters behind the screen is absolutely on a campaign to make
I've got my badge. Yep.
Great. So anyone that's watching today, please take a second. We're going to pop the links very shortly from Stephen. He's going to make as many people dementia friendly as possible. Laura, is that everything?
That is, yeah. I mean, I just want to say a quick thank you to all the volunteers who help at the Scrapstore, and also our team of trustees who obviously do a lot of work voluntarily, and we wouldn't be able to operate without them. So thank you. Of course, we very much look forward to seeing all our members when we can reopen.
That was lovely. I love you. So like, a humble thank you to all the people behind the scenes, because obviously I can't shine light on every single one of them, you know, I only have one human, but just thank you. And thank you for just being such a wonderful group of people that are just giving to our community, that we can show the rest of the world what we're about. So without further ado, thank you so much, Laura, for joining our live talk today. Thank you everybody that's left wonderful comments. If you can share this interview just so we can raise the awareness of the community Scrapstore North Somerset, so we can get more activities going in there and out of there once we are active and able to open. So just a reminder, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Bev G. Starr, and I'm a creative director from That Creative Thingy What's It, and also the creator of Humans of Weston. We've collaborated the project to bring you Creating Connections, where I go and shine light on the beautiful people that are doing wonderful things within organisations to completely shine light on our town of Weston-super-Mare. Funding for these interviews was brought to you from the Department of Digital Culture, Media and Sport in partnership with the National Lottery Community Fund. So without further ado, I believe that's all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and see you around soon, guys. Bye. Bye.